Have you on the wrist, baby?
Welcome to another edition of Heavy on the Wrist podcast. It's your boy, Mike Larry, and we got a special guest today, the newest member of the Heavy on the Wrist family, Queen V.
Yes, Queen V is definitely in the building.
So, WCW podcast in collaboration. And, we back out here. We got a special guest coming on, my man Antawn Griffth. Good friend of mine from back home. So we're going to call him up and see what he got going on. So we got my man, we here at the Heavy on the Wrist podcast. We got my man Antawn Griffth, who got the basketball camp out of Boston, Mass. He's doing major things. Tell us a little bit about the basketball camp and how everything came together.
Well, it's not a camp. It's actually like a training program, but I have some components to go with it. It's called BLA, Basketball Life Athletics. It's a non-profit. It started, I say, October 2019. It's in Boston, Massachusetts, located. I started out the Mildred Middle School, which is home base. It's a training program for the kids in the inner city and even on the outskirts.
How did you start the program? Like, how did you just?
Well, how that happened was I was with a good friend of mine playing some pickup basketball, Dave Palacio, and I knew he worked up at the community center, and I was just at that point in time. I was lingering around. I really didn't have too much to do. I was kind of bored with myself. So I asked him, is there anything up there that I could come and help out with, like volunteer? That's what I asked him. So what happened was he was like, the director up there was just asking him, to do some trainings with the middle school kids on like a Saturday morning. I said, well, let me come help out. Let me see if they could,
see if you could help him out.
And so what happened was he reached out to the director. I went up there for like a meeting with them, and from there it kind of wasn't supposed to happen like that, and it basically happened on accident, and then I just started my own training program. You know what I mean? And we've been rocking ever since, man. We started out with about like 4 or 5 kids in the gym. Now we have about, I think, 313 youth signed up to my program, something like that, like 313, something like that. I think the numbers is around there.
That's dope. That's dope, man.
Absolutely.
This is October 2019, so we're talking a little over a year now, like something like that.
Wow, that grew fast, bro. I'm proud of you, bro.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, man, me and Ant, we go way back, man, to the sandbox. Like, we grew up together. I mean, and I seen it. It's crazy because like you used to be running around the city and like dudes that hoop around the city, like they used to be screaming like, "Oh, you from Mattapan? Ant? He nice or whatever." So, so how long? I know you've been playing basketball a long time. So like. What's your journey like? Because I know you was supposed to go to like a D1 school or something like that.
I could have definitely played on a Division I college level. This is like, I was on that level when I broke my neck at the age of 15. I know I was like playing like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I was at Westy with Elvin Tyler, Maynard Pettijohn, and a few of the other guys up there, man. We had a nice squad. Back then, the 90s was like, lit. Like, basketball was totally changed now to me, you know what I mean? But basketball was dope back then, man. You had guys like, you had the Wayne Turners, you had the Tiny's, you had the, Frankie Pattis, you had the Monty Max, you had the, Jonathan DePinas and Roger Roberts and all of them. Like, it was dope, man. Like, you had the Tim Campbells, Kevin Andrews, man. High school was wild. It was crazy. It was real dope. You know what I mean? You had the Stone Browns in Charlestown with the Hugh Colemans, and it was everywhere. Everybody, man, had like it was real. It was so like how can I say it? It was so competitive back then. Like, for real. basketball was serious.
Like BNBO, that's still around, right? Yeah.
Yeah, BNBO's still around, I believe. Yeah, it is. It actually is. Yeah, BNBO been going for like, man. I mean, I know I wasn't even born.
Oh, wow.
BNBO, no man, you know.
So, how important is it for the youth to have these type of programs, like to keep them off the street? Like, how important do you think that is to have those?
I think it's very important because, you know, this is the thing. You know, these kids in the community, right? That's part of our communities and stuff like that. They need some outlets. Mm-hmm. They need role models. They need they need compassion. They need like love. You know, some of these kids' households is probably not good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying all, but you know, we know there's some cases out here where kids are probably not even eating 3 square meals a day. Right. You know what I mean? Things like that. Like, cause you know, it's like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's very important, man, because you got people like myself. There's a lot of people, man, in the community right now that's trying to do things with these youth, man, in the city, man. And I'm talking about out of compassion. Mm-hmm. And like they're real passionate about what they do. Not just me, you know, there's a lot. You know what I mean? Like, you got a lot of guys that's you know, just really, and women, you know, that's really taking the initiative to like really help these kids, man, because we want to create avenues for these kids to wisdom. They could go to college. They could you know, possibly become, I don't know, run for president. I don't care. I don't know.
Yeah.
The sky's the limit. The sky's the limit, definitely.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And it all starts through stuff like this, like basketball and things of that nature.
Yeah, after school programs.
I'm in the gym right now, man. I can show you right now.
On a Sunday.
Yeah.
On a Sunday, getting it.
Look, the gym is packed, man. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
And you think of, you know, all the other options they could have chosen to do, and they're, you know, they're there.
Yeah.
At the gym.
Mm-hmm.
So do you like show them? Y'all go over drills, you train them, like?
Yeah, everything, man. So my program is set up like this. I have some components to it, some added components. We can't do it right now. We're not because of COVID, but I have a swimming pool workout.
Oh shit!
Chris Brown, one of my lead trainers, he does the pool workout. He also trains them in basketball too. And I got Adam Hayes. He's like the dopest. He's the dopest, man. Like, he's one of the. Matter of fact, let me. He's right here. Matter of fact.
That's word. So
throw him on real quick.
Who's the best basketball player you probably played against?
I want to say. Say what's up, man. Have you on the wrist?
Hey, how you doing, bro? Have you on the wrist? We on the podcast right now.
Yeah, man. So I say this, man. To say this, the question was, who's my favorites, or who you think?
You've been hooping a long time. Like, you've been hooping since the '90s. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. You played a lot of dudes. Like, I know you played Dana Barros in the park. I remember them days. I mean, who's the best basketball player you ever played against in your lifetime?
Best basketball player I ever played against in my lifetime. See, I had a lot of guys, man, that was so competitive, man, that I played against, man. I had guys like me and Courtney Eldred. We was very competitive with each other. I loved it, Anaje, Woodbine. Got guys like. Oh man, it's just so much, man.
So many.
You know, back when I was playing, man, you had the Southeast, you had the Monties in them. You had the Shannon Crooks at Everett. We played against them too, man. We went into like 6 overtimes with them, man. It was crazy.
6 overtimes.
Yeah, we broke history that day. I was at Westie, man. It was something similar to that, like 6 overtimes or some shit. You know what I mean? The game just kept going, man.
Yeah.
The game kept going. Yeah.
That's crazy.
You got the Tiny's, the Waynes, you got the John Hightowers. I used to train with him back in the days when I was a little shorty. Just had it was so much. I don't know, man. I really don't, because when I went out there, even when I went out to Atlanta, I stayed out there. I was living out there, man.
Okay, you was out Atlanta?
Huh?
You stayed in Atlanta for a couple years?
Yeah, man. Right out of high school, man. At Eastie, after won my state championship up there with the Eastie crew. Shout out to Eastie, man, all the crew. Went to Atlanta. I was down there in Georgia, so run and shoot, man. They had some hoopers and stuff there, man. It was crazy, man. It was crazy, man. I don't know, man. I really don't. I can't really tell you, man. I don't know, man. It was just so many people, so many competitive ball players back then. I don't think I even have a favorite, but I have so many on my list that I could just say, yo, they were so dope, man. Like, and just like that drive that everybody had was just, it was lit, man. Boston was, I'm telling you, man, ball was serious back then in the 90s, man.
Yeah.
Ball was real serious, man.
So how you feel about basketball compared to the 90s, the way it is now?
So now the game's changed. It's a 3-ball game. Centers are shooting threes. It's really, I don't see defense no more.
Defense is a forgotten. Do you feel like the post game, like there's like you don't see a lot of post game nowadays?
I don't see that. But I would love to get back the Elijah ones, the Karl Malones and stuff like that. I would love to see that a little bit, because I think that some of these big men now, they just shoot the three so much that nobody's really on the block no more doing that type of,
the dirty work,
low, jump hooks, all types of,
Yeah. There's no banging down low like they used to be.
Yeah, it's not. You don't see that really. The game's changed. Like, the game's changed. You got centers running point. You know what I mean? Like,
That's crazy. I never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah, man.
So
How you been, man? How's everything with you?
Everything's good here, I'm down here in Florida, man. We just came back from Super Bowl weekend in Tampa. I was out there at Club Sky. Shout out him, boys. Shout out Mellow Events, all them guys, DJ King, and we was chilling. We was hanging out, bruh. You know what I'm saying? We was at Tampa hanging out, watching the game, and they
I'm proud of you, man. From where we come from, man, like. Just to see you doing your thing, it's like an honor to be just on your show, man. Like, this is so dope, because, like, I didn't even know you was doing this for the longest of time. I didn't even knew that, man, because we haven't touched base in years. Oh, my sister said what's up, too, man. Corner said what up.
Hey, what up, Quan?
Yeah.
So, you still talk to them, any of them guys that we grew up with?
Yeah, everybody, man.
Okay.
Everybody.
Yeah. So I did a couple years in Atlanta too. I was out there for a few years, but I ended up coming out here, and I've been pushing ever since, bro. Just doing my thing.
That's dope.
The weather's dope out here, man. It's so
beautiful.
Boston. It's it's not gonna go nowhere. Boston's Boston. I would like to visit some more states and stuff like that. Visit some more countries, man. Because I feel like I've been here just for so long. But now that I'm with the BLA and doing that thing, it looks like I'll be stuck here, man. You know what I mean?
You ain't never stuck.
Maybe in the long run, you never know. Maybe I can get something going somewhere else, man. Maybe I might come down to Florida and start one right down by you.
You just might. Actually, Rob was out here last year. My cousin Rob, we was chilling.
Yeah, bro.
It was dope. He had his kid. I met his kids. He met my kid. We had dinner.
Bro, man. I'm telling you, man, Lil Rob and Taylor, they nice, man.
Yeah? They tearing it up. My little cousin's up there tearing it up. Oh, shit.
Taylor's nice, too, man. She gonna be dope.
Oh, word?
I'm telling you.
Rob tall as hell, so they probably gotta have some height to him,
Yeah. Hey, listen, man, I wanted to take the time real quick. You mind if I shout out some people, man?
Yeah, no doubt, man. And also shout out your social media. I know it's a non-profit organization, so, you know, there might be some people out there that want to reach out and donate and, you know, all that type of stuff. So go ahead and shout your social media out, shout people out, whatever you got to do.
Absolutely. My social media, man, is Antawn Griffth. I just want to shout out right now, man. You know, my brother, you know, B, Bilal, Adam, Rob, everybody, you know, the whole crew, Dave Palacio, you know, Wavy Crawford, all the guys, man. But I want to shout out, man, you know, Harder basketball, fourth quarter. I want to shout out Fam Squad, Rich and Blood, Criminal Legends. The list goes on and on, man. I want to shout out Muscle Mass. You know what I mean? The list goes on and on. Watch Tony T. Lee and them up there doing this thing. Everywhere, everybody, man. You got Hurt Skills. You got my man D. Bright, Dante Bright, man. You know, everybody's doing their thing, man. You got the Notebooks, no ball. You got there's just so much going on down here, man. We got the dopest rappers and dopest artists too, man, that need to be seen, man. Boston, man. Y'all gotta, you know, get on it, man. I'm telling you, we got some real good talent, man. A lot going on down here, man, that people just don't know. I don't think it's exposed like how it should be.
Yeah, we need more exposure. Word up, 617.
Shout out to Boston.
Boston, we out here, man. The Bloody Bean, we in the building.
Oh, man. You know, everybody, man, that's doing anything down here, man. You got a lot. There's a lot going on down here. You got Bam, my man Sean Brown, and them. Everybody's doing something, man, down here. If I ain't shout you out, don't think I forgot about you, man. It's all love, man. You know?
Word up. Word up. So yeah, man. It's good to see you. When I seen you, I was like, man, I gotta reach out to this brother because he's doing something so positive and he's making a difference.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I salute you on that, my G, man. Especially like you said, where we come from, bro. You know, I never thought that we would even be this far. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how can people in the Boston area locate you, or if they want to join, you know, your programs, the swim class? How do they find you and join those programs?
They can find me. You can also go to my You can go to my website too, man. blahoops.com. Mm-hmm. Also Instagram, IG, Antawn Griffth. You can do the Facebook thing. You know, you know, that's basically the way to find me. You know what I mean?
He ain't hard to find.
It's real easy. That's how bro found me. Social media. Man.
You got some Valentine's Day plans?
Huh?
You have Valentine's Day plans?
I'm in the gym with the kids. Those are my Valentines for the day.
Perfect.
That's what's up, man. So, man, thanks for coming to rock with us, man. You know, you always have a voice here, bro. You know, you my bro. So, you know, I fuck with you, man. Whenever you in Florida, hit me up, man. And
absolutely, you already know. Listen, you're going to be the first one, Val. You're going to have to show me a night out on the town.
Oh, shit. We be getting busy out here, bro. We be getting busy.
Don't get me by one of them little lakes with them little gators and all that. You ain't going to do that to me. For real, man.
We do got a few gators out here, though.
Everybody, Boston, stand up, man. For real, man. I love my peoples, man. I love the kids. I love the youth. You know, I'm trying to hang in there, man. One day at a time. You know, I know this for myself. You fall, you get right back up, man. That's it and that's all, man. If you fall, you get the fuck back up, man. That's it and that's all. You know?
That's a fact. That's
can't
real
have
shit.
A movement without movement.
You can't have a movement without movement. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So thanks for coming to Heavy on the Wrist, my G, man. I really appreciate you, man. We're going to wrap this up, and you know what I'm saying? I'll be in touch with you.
Love you, man. See you later, sister.
Have a good one.
Bye, you too. All right now.
Heavy on the wrist, baby.
That's a really